Hello and welcome to my channel for news about reports for USA. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Let's begin. WCTH co-stars Pascale Hutton and Kavan Smith's new Hallmark mystery Nellie Knows Mysteries, A Fatal Engagement is very Scooby-Doo, not Hope Valley. What do the two stars who portray Rosemary and Lee Coulter in When Calls the Heart have to say about their first movie together? New Hallmark mystery very Scooby-Doo. Pascale Hutton and Kavan Smith are very well known to Hearties. However, their first Hallmark mystery will now widen their audience to include sleuthers. The new movie is Nellie Knows Mysteries, A Fatal Engagement. The on-screen couple recently spoke to US Magazine about this new mystery. What is clear is that they are not in Hope Valley anymore. However, this movie is very retro in its styling. They say it is because of the director David Strasser. But, Pascale explained they are not going back in time like WCTH. He had this vision that he wanted a kind of vintage retro vibe, just hints of it though. Obviously, it takes place contemporarily, you see it specifically in the diet and in Nellie's wardrobe. Hutton shared that Nellie's wardrobe has Scooby-Doo vibes. There's an outfit that she, Nellie, wears at the end of the movie. It's like, this green dress with the trench coat over top of it and the tall boots, and it just is like Scooby-Doo all over it. When I put it on, I was like, I'm in an episode of Scooby-Doo. Pascale Hutton and Kavan Smith play quirky characters. In addition to Pascale Hutton's retro fashion, Pascale and Kavan Smith's characters live in a quirky little town. Kavan shared that the retro music and the soda shop added to that sort of aesthetic dynamic. What is Nellie Knows Mysteries, A Fatal Engagement about? In this Hallmark mystery, Pascale portrays advice columnist Nellie. One day, she gets a handwritten anonymous letter from a woman who says that her boyfriend is cheating on her. Nellie recognizes the handwriting. Her childhood friend Dahlia wrote this letter. She goes to investigate to see what is really happening. However, Nellie finds the boyfriend dead, and Dahlia is the main suspect. Now, along with newly arrived detective Mike Smith, they work together to see who committed this murder. When is the premiere of Pascale and Kavan's first Hallmark mystery? The premiere of Pascale Hutton and Kavan Smith's first mystery, Nellie Knows Mysteries, A Fatal Engagement is on Friday, August 23rd, at 9 p.m. Eastern, on Hallmark Mystery. Peacock subscribers can watch this up to 72 hours after the premiere. Hearties, are you ready to join sleuthers and watch this new Hallmark mystery? When Elizabeth Thornton woke up in her cozy home in Hope Valley, she had no idea the day ahead would take such an unexpected turn. The sun filtered through the lace curtains, casting soft shadows across the room as she prepared for another day of teaching. But as she sipped her morning tea, a knock at the door interrupted her quiet moment. It was Rosemary Coulter, her dear friend and neighbor, with a glint of excitement in her eyes. "Elizabeth, you won't believe what I've just heard," she exclaimed, barely able to contain her enthusiasm. "There's a new mystery brewing in Hope Valley, and it's got everyone talking." Elizabeth set her cup down, intrigued. "What kind of mystery?" Rosemary leaned in closer, lowering her voice as if sharing a secret. "Apparently, there have been strange happenings at the old Thornton Manor. Lights flickering in the windows, eerie noises at night, and some say they've even seen ghostly figures wandering the grounds. It's all very Scooby-Doo, don't you think?" Elizabeth chuckled at the comparison but couldn't deny her curiosity. Thornton Manor had been abandoned for years, ever since its last owner, a reclusive writer, passed away under mysterious circumstances. The manor held a certain charm, with its ivy-covered walls and sprawling gardens, but it also carried an air of mystery that had kept most of the townsfolk at bay. "Who's investigating this?" Elizabeth asked, now fully invested in the story. "Lucas Bouchard, of course," Rosemary replied with a mischievous smile. "He's always had a knack for solving mysteries, and with his love of adventure, he couldn't resist the challenge. But he's not doing it alone, Nathan Grant is helping him, along with Faith Carter and Fiona Miller. They're calling themselves the Hope Valley Mystery Team, and they're determined to get to the bottom of this. Elizabeth smiled, imagining the group of friends taking on the roles of a classic mystery team, much like the beloved characters from Scooby-Doo. And where do we fit into all of this? Rosemary grinned. I thought you'd never ask. We're going to help them, of course. After all, what's a mystery without a little teamwork? With that, the two women set off to join the rest of the team at Thornton Manor. As they approached the grand estate, they couldn't help but feel a sense of foreboding. The manor, though beautiful in its own way, seemed to loom over them, its windows dark and uninviting. Lucas greeted them at the entrance, a flashlight in hand. Glad you could join us, ladies. We were just about to start our investigation. Nathan, ever the protector, was already scanning the area for any signs of danger. We'll need to be careful. The rumors might be exaggerated, but something is definitely not right here. The group ventured inside, their footsteps echoing through the empty halls. The manor was a maze of dusty rooms and hidden passageways, each one more mysterious than the last. As they explored, they discovered clues that hinted at the manor's dark past, an old diary filled with cryptic messages, a hidden room behind a bookshelf, and strange symbols etched into the walls. But the most puzzling clue of all was a series of strange sounds that seemed to follow them wherever they went. A low, mournful wail echoed through the corridors, sending chills down their spines. Elizabeth couldn't help but think of the eerie ghost stories she'd heard as a child, stories that seemed all too real now. Despite the unsettling atmosphere, the team pressed on, determined to uncover the truth. As they pieced together the clues, they began to realize that the mystery was more complex than they'd initially thought. The ghostly figures were revealed to be nothing more than shadows cast by cleverly placed mirrors, and the eerie noises were the result of a faulty wind chime caught in a draft. But there was one final mystery that remained unsolved, a locked door at the end of a long, narrow hallway. The team stood before it, their hearts pounding with anticipation. Lucas produced an old key he'd found hidden in the library and carefully inserted it into the lock. The door creaked open to reveal a small, dimly lit room filled with old books and papers. In the center of the room sat a large wooden desk, covered in dust. On the desk was a single sheet of paper, yellowed with age. Elizabeth picked it up and began to read aloud. To the one who discovers this, know that the truth is not always what it seems. The secrets of Thornton Manor are many, but they are meant to be uncovered by those who seek them with pure hearts and open minds. The words hung in the air, heavy with meaning.